Ever felt like you were meant for more? Like there's a winner inside you, but life keeps knocking you down? I get it. Most people want to win. They dream about success, about crushing their goals, about living a life they're proud of. But here's the harsh truth. Almost no one is trained to win. We're taught to get good grades, to find a stable job, to play it safe. We're programmed for survival, not for victory. We want success without the struggle. We want rock-solid confidence without doing the work that builds it. We crave a hit of motivation, but we run from the discipline that actually gets results. And that, right there, is the trap. That's why so many of us feel stuck, watching our dreams from the sidelines. But I want to tell you something important. You're not failing because you're weak. You're failing because your mental programming is set to survive, not to thrive. The good news, you can reprogram your entire identity. You can learn to think like a winner. And that process starts right now, in this very moment. Think about what happens when life throws a punch. When you get that rejection letter, when a project fails, when you feel overwhelmed and exhausted, what does the average person do? They check out. They numb the pain. They dive headfirst into distractions, scrolling endlessly through social media, binge-watching another series, complaining to anyone who will listen. They talk about the problem, they analyze the problem, but they never actually move to solve it. That's the survival mindset in action. It's a defense mechanism designed to protect you from more pain, but all it really does is keep you right where you are. Now, let's look at how a winner responds to that same punch. They don't avoid the pain, they don't numb it or run from it. They lean into it. They face the discomfort head-on, and they ask themselves powerful questions. Instead of saying, "Why is this happening to me?" they ask, "What is this moment trying to teach me?" Instead of collapsing, they ask, "How can I use this experience to grow stronger?" That subtle shift in questioning is everything. It's the pivot point that separates those who remain stuck from those who become unstoppable. It's the difference between being a victim of your circumstances and being the architect of your future. Pain is inevitable, but suffering is a choice. Winners choose to see every obstacle not as a roadblock, but as a training ground. It's a chance to build resilience, to sharpen their skills, and to prove to themselves that they can handle whatever life throws their way. They turn their pain into power. This brings me to the biggest misconception about success. People think winners are just perpetually motivated. They imagine them waking up every single day, bursting with energy and hype, ready to conquer the world. That's a fantasy. Winners don't rely on the fleeting feeling of motivation. They rely on something far more powerful: routine. They build systems. They create structures in their life that are so strong, they carry them forward even on the days they feel completely drained. They show up when they don't feel like it. They train when they're tired. They put in the work when no one is watching, when there's no applause and no immediate reward. Why? Because they understand the fundamental law of achievement. Success isn't born from occasional bursts of intensity. It's forged through relentless, boring consistency. And you can build that for yourself. Even if right now your life feels chaotic and you're all over the place, you can start. Don't try to change everything at once. That's a recipe for burnout. Start with one single habit. Just one. Maybe it's waking up 15 minutes earlier. Maybe it's reading 10 pages of a book. Maybe it's a 5-minute workout. Whatever it is, lock it in. Do it every single day until it becomes automatic, until it feels weird not to do it. Then, once that habit is solid, you stack another one on top of it, and another. That's how empires are built. That's how legendary careers are made, not with one giant leap, but with thousands of small, boring, consistent steps, one rep at a time. You can have the best strategy in the world, but you can't win the game of life with a weak mind. Winners cultivate a mindset that is fundamentally different from the majority. First, they think long-term. They operate on a completely different time horizon. While most people are chasing short-term pleasure, that extra hour of sleep, that junk food, that mindless entertainment, winners are making sacrifices in the present for power in the future. They willingly say no to immediate gratification because their eyes are fixed on a much bigger prize down the road. This requires an almost radical level of self-control. It means understanding that the easy choice is rarely the right choice. It's the discipline to delay comfort now for freedom later. This is a mental muscle, and just like any other muscle, it gets stronger the more you use it. Every time you choose the workout over the couch, the healthy meal over the fast food, the challenging project over the easy task, you are strengthening your long-term thinking. You are casting a vote for your future self. Furthermore, winners are not afraid of being judged. They're not afraid of failing or looking foolish. Let's be real. They don't enjoy it, but the fear of what other people think doesn't control their actions. You know what they are truly afraid of? Wasted potential. The thought of getting to the end of their life and realizing they could have been so much more. That's the fear that drives them. That's the fire that keeps them locked in and focused. It's a productive fear, one that pushes them toward growth instead of holding them back in comfort. To support this mindset, they fiercely protect their most valuable resources, their energy and their time. They understand that you can't pour from an empty cup. They cut out draining people, they say no to commitments that don't align with their goals, and they curate their environment to support their ambition. They don't just hope they'll become the person they want to be. They start acting like that person right now, long before the results show up. That is the ultimate key. You don't wait to feel confident to take action. You take action, and that action builds your confidence. Act first, and the feelings will follow. If you've watched this far, something I've said has resonated with you. You already think differently than most. You have that spark, that desire for more. But thinking is only half the battle. Now it's time to act like it. The time for waiting is over. No more someday. No more I'll start on Monday. No more blaming your past, your circumstances, your lack of resources, or your upbringing. Those things might be part of your story, but they do not have to be your destiny. Let's be honest with each other. You're not stuck. You're scared. You're scared of failure. You're scared of judgment. You're scared of the pain of growth. And you're scared of your own potential. And you know what? That's perfectly okay. Fear is a normal human emotion, but winners feel that fear, and they move anyway. Courage is not the absence of fear. It's acting in spite of it. Your future self, the person you dream of becoming, is watching you right now. They are watching to see what you do in this moment. Are you going to close this video and go back to scrolling, back to surviving? Or are you going to make a decision? A real decision. Prove to that future version of you that today is the day it all changed. Today is the day you stopped waiting and started building. Be relentless in your pursuit. Be obsessed with your growth. Be a little bit dangerous to the status quo and to the person you used to be. Because at the end of the day, the hard, liberating truth is this. Nobody is coming to save you. No mentor, no partner, no lucky break is going to do the work for you. It has always been on you. It is on you. And it will always be on you. Now go out and earn your victory. Thanks for watching. If this message hit home, subscribe for more content to help you build a winning mindset. Let me know in the comments the one action you're going to take today. I'll see you in the next one.